Hi, crafty people. Happy Friday. It is Friday-Funday. And I'm going to be stamping up another card from this month's Bloom Box. So this, oh, whoops. Let me flip. Hey, Karen. So let me flip this around. That's the one we're going to do today. Well, let me put it this way. That's the one I'm going to attempt to do today because I tried to be more prepared than usual. And so I was reading through the directions and I thought, okay, I've got this, but guess what? I don't have candy apple red liquid color. And that is what you create the background with. So I'm going to attempt to use my ink, smoosh it onto a block, and then put it on the gel press because you're supposed to use the gel press. We'll see. If it doesn't work, I will improvise further. So anyway, I just wanted to say hi before I put this up in the mount. And so I'm ready to get started other than that. Here we go. Okay. Whoops. Dropping my iPad over here. Just want to make sure. Last time I think I had not my whole work surface in the picture, so wanted to make sure that I do that. So let me bring this up on my iPad to make sure I can see what's going on. Okay, so this is the parts and pieces for the card. And there's some embossing involved. And that's fun. I like to do that. So this is Limeade Splash, and this is going to be a side fold card, and then we get to play with a piece of vellum here. And wait a minute, that is Kiwi Slice, sorry. This is Limeade Splash and Candy Apple Red and whipped cream. So I just want to set that aside so I don't mess that up, and these also. And I think what I'm going to attempt to do first is the strawberries. The lining up is the part that worries me just a touch. And I'm going to bring in the colorless blender from our Pan Pastels and just prepare the surface so that the embossing powder doesn't stick where we don't want it to. Okay. So if you have an embossing buddy, that's the same thing. It's just a light coating of powder basically to prepare your cardstock so that the embossing powder doesn't stick where you don't want to, and then after you finish embossing you just wipe it off. And I should have grabbed some more tissue because I think that I used the last of the tissue I had in here. But here is a piece of paper towel, so we can make this work. Okay, I think I'm going to do the outline first and then come back in with the seeds. And we need, what did I do? We need 2 big and 2 little strawberries. I think I'm just going to do the big ones first. Oh, I picked up a little bit of, see if we can make that work there. Okay. Then let's go ahead and do the seeds. Cute. Groovy. All right. And then I'm just going to do the little ones. And then we can do the heating up part all at the same time. Love strawberries. Woohoo! Okay. Bye, Karen. Have a great weekend. Okay, looks good. All right, I'm just going to heat set this real quick. I am here, I haven't left. I'm just getting all 4 of these strawberries, the powder melted here with the white embossing. Almost done. There we go. There was one little line on one of the small strawberries there that was being a stinker, but we got it. Okay, so there's the strawberries, and then we need to do the leaves and the tops to the strawberries. So I may as well just leave that there. And get this surface prepared for embossing. So I am again using the colorless blender from our Pan Pastels and one of the soft tools. And it's just the same as using an embossing buddy or whatever. There we go. And now we need 3 tops. So let's do that real quick. 3. Guess I stamped out 1 extra strawberry. That's okay. Probably should just go ahead and do another top to take care of that, and I'll just have a little extra strawberry. I can stick it on the inside of the card. There we go. Okay, and then we need 2 of these leaf clusters. Okay. All right, I am going to get that heated up. This should go a little bit quicker since my heat tool's already warmed up. There we go. Almost done. By Jove, I think we've got it. All right, we have strawberries and we have the leaves and the stems. It is a really busy weekend here on the Oregon coast. The traffic has been horrendous. There is a little festival going on, not right here in our town, but actually 5 miles east here, that we're going to take our little youngest grandson to tonight because they've got a world WWF or whatever it is. Wrestling is going to be there at 8 o'clock, so, and he likes that kind of stuff, so we're going to go to that. And there's carnival. It's like a fair. And they put on really big fireworks tomorrow night, so we will be going to that, because we didn't go to the fireworks here on the 4th of July, knowing that we were going to be going to these. We didn't figure we needed to go to both. And that will be fun for him. So I'm just going to stick these back where they go real quick so I can get this out of my way. I kind of like keeping them in this for now anyway. I'm liking it. I may not end up liking doing that because you can put them right on the hard sheet that's in here. That's the stamp set Life Sweetness. This is this month's Bloom Box, and store them that way. But for now I kind of like just sticking them back in there, then I know I've got them. Okay, now I know I need to cut these out, so I'm just going to do that real quick. Let me wipe off that powder. There we go. I will try not to take too much time doing this, but these are pretty easy to cut out. I hope I'm able to achieve that background, because I thought about changing the color up and doing it in Limeade Splash, but I just don't think it will be nearly as cute as having that red background. So we'll just have to see how it goes, since I don't have, I guess I better get that on my list to buy, Candy Apple of the liquid inks. It's my favorite color. You would think that I would have bought that the first time around, but what I bought the first time, I think I was going for a particular project, and so I bought those colors first. And then I just have been adding as I go along, because you know how we all are. There's so much that you want. You just have to kind of do a little here and a little there. Okay, there are the strawberries. Get these leaves really quick. Hey Patty, how are you? I know, I love the liquid colors too. I ordered some of our new colors on this last order I placed, but I definitely have got to get Candy Apple Red. Okay, there's that. It looks like we only used 2 of the leaves from one of these, so I will deal with that when the time comes. I have to say, I love heat embossing, and I just don't do it nearly enough. I've got a whole drawer full of embossing powders too. I have one that is so gorgeous that I bought many years ago. I think it's called Dragon. I don't remember. It's very Asian looking to me. It's red and has gold, shiny gold in it. It is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, there's that. Ooh, you got all of them during convention. Yeah. It's really hard to pass up those bundles they offer, that's for sure. I got all 3 of the ones they offered to those of us that weren't able to go this year. But it's still not the same as being there and getting what they offer there. Last year I had to pick and choose. I got quite a bit, but it's definitely a good deal. I get my nails done Monday. It's a good thing because they are getting too long and getting in my way. These little things are hard to cut out. And I need all 4 because I did that one. I did an extra strawberry that I didn't need to do, but I decided to go ahead and do the top to it, and I will just pop it into the inside of the card. May as well. But these are a bit of a booger. Fussy cutting is not my favorite thing to do, really. What is that? You know, there's an art. Doesn't it start with an S that people do? They cut out all that intricate stuff, and some of them are like the side profile of kids' faces and things. Can't think of what it's called. Can't think of it. Pretty sure it starts with an S. This little part right here is the hardest part because it's got that curve. Only one more after this one. I know this is like watching paint dry, right? But this part has to be done to get to the next part. One more. One more. Definitely a little easier when you've got more paper at the end here to hang on to, that's for sure. Okay, it's getting there, almost done. Woohoo! Got that out of the way. Okay. Now let me get rid of this stuff. Okay, now, hi sister and sister-in-law. All right, so I am making a card. I do a monthly bloom box from Fun Stamper's Journey. So what I mean, it's a subscription. It comes every month, and this is the set for this month. I love it because it's strawberries. And this is the card I'm attempting to make, and I don't have the right thing that they're calling for to do this background, so I'm a little bit nervous about the alternative way that I'm going to try to accomplish this. But we shall see how it goes. Hey, Dorinda. All right. And I think that I'm going to do that bit now. Let me get the strawberries out of the way. So what they said to do in the directions is you use the gel press, which is this big slab of gel. And let me just get it out here. So it's just a really thick piece of whatever, but it's gel. And now I'm supposed to use liquid color, which comes in these little bottles, and it is like watercolor, and I don't have the candy apple red that it calls for. So what I am going to try to do instead is bring one of my stamp blocks in here, and I've already put some of the ink on. This is the same color I'm supposed to use, candy apple red. Oops, no, I did it right. And smoosh it on here and see if I can pick it up with my brush and do what I was supposed to do with the liquid color. Now, our ink in the ink pad is a blend of dye ink and oh, for heaven's sakes, I've lost my mind. I'm looking for my little pigment ink, dye ink and pigment ink. Where's my little sprayer? I don't know. Oh, here we go. So I'm not sure how it's going to work if I try to put water on it, but I'm just going to put one little spray and see. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. I can't even see it really going on there. So that is kind of a bummer because, well, I'm just going to keep working at it here and see what happens. Let me put some more ink on the block and not the water and see. Yeah, I think that works better to just use it at the full strength. So what we're attempting to do here is create a plaid background. So you put the ink down and lay the paper on top and pull a print, which is what I will do here, and we'll see how it goes. And then you do it again the opposite way. And I think what I will do is just turn the paper, leave the stripes, go over them again. I guess that'll work. We will see. So this gel press is pretty cool because you can put stencils on top and use all different kinds of color mediums, and then you put your paper down and you lift it back up, and it's what they call pulling a print, which is what I'm going to try right now. And yes, I probably will get ink on my fingers, but that is okay. But I just don't think it's not going to come out with that intense red that it is on their card. And so you know, it's just not that big a deal. Maybe I can add a little bit of color in there just to give it a little more intense color. We can always improvise to make it our own. That's a little better. If you guys are saying anything to me, I can't see it. It looks like the battery went low on my iPad. There, I brought it back up. Hey, Alyssa. Hopefully it won't run out completely before I get done. So I'm just going to do the same thing going the other way. At least I can get the lines down and then I can go over them. So if I see how will I need to do it to, well, maybe I should just go ahead and wipe it off and go the other direction. So that's what I will do. Okay, now let me get some more ink on my block over here. We went that way, so now we need to go this way. I don't want it to come out squares. I want it, so we went that way, so now we need to go this way. I'm just going to start in the middle. And it's still a little damp because of wiping it off there. But that's okay. The other thing is, I think this ink tends to dry faster than like if I was using the liquid color. That's very watercolory, dye-based. This is a stamp pad, so it's totally different. Let's see. If I do that, that's just going, I don't know, you guys. I'm going to do this. And hope for the best. It's going to be what it is going to be. Okay, well, at least I can see the lines. And then I can do this bit. I can say I am not that pleased with it compared to their sample, but it will be fine. It will be fine. Let me put some more ink on here. It's the background, so it's not that big of a deal. Just to be colorful back there. Let's just do this because I don't like the way the corner looked down there. And maybe just a little bit here. Okay, I'm going to call that finished. Get all this mess cleaned up and get on with this card. All right. Okay, so there's the card base, and let me get this attached. Okay, and now we've got these two pieces that go in the middle, and I need to stamp and emboss right in the middle the greeting. So I need to bring this back in. It says, "Think happy, be happy." And I am going to, let's see, wipe just a little bit of that on there. All right, I just need to heat set that real quick. Won't take but a few seconds here. There it goes, so I am almost done. Oops, it looks like I missed one little part on the K. Can't have that. There we go. Do you see how it's shiny now? Hey, Pam. Okay, and then this goes on with some journey dots, which are just little They pop out each individually on their own little sheet, which is so cool. Happy Friday, everybody. We get to babysit our youngest little grandson this weekend. Sort of babysit. His folks are here. It's a softball tournament. But we're going to take him to the Toledo Summer Festival and go watch softball too. Okay, so there is that. And now we can start getting this card built. Still not really satisfied with the background, you guys, but it is what it is. I did the best I could with what I had, right? Oops, stuck my finger in it. Okay, one more. There we go. Now this pretty much goes in the middle. Get off of me. All right, now let me bring in some foam squares because we are going to get these strawberries put on. Hey, Sharon. Okay. And now for the leaves. Just going to use some of my fabulous Journey Craft glue, the best glue ever. Let's see. Get it right where I want it. There we go. And it looks like on the other one that they only used 2 of the leaves, like those 2. So I am just going to cut this one off, just like that. those there. See, once you get it all put together, the background is not quite an issue, but I'm still not very happy with it. Oh well. Okay, now let's get these little strawberry tops put on. I need to cut a piece of whipped cream for the inside, and then once I do that, I will put that extra strawberry that I did on there on the inside. Which will be cute. And now we need some candy drops on here. And I know that some of these go to other cards still to make in the bloom box, so I need to pick out the ones that it looks like they used. Looks like they used that one and maybe one of these. Okay, and I will do this one. There we go. So that is what I came up with. The background, like I said, I'm not happy with, but nobody's going to know that it's not what the intention was. This is what it should have looked like, which is so much better. But I didn't have the liquid color to do the background. So I made do with what I did have, which was the same color but in the ink pad. But it's fine. It is fine. I love the strawberries and it's fine. Anyway, so that liquid color in Candy Apple Red's definitely on my list for the next time I order, so maybe I can recreate this card once it comes and do it with what the background should be. And thank you for joining me, you guys. I hope you get to do something crafty this weekend. Anyway, have a great weekend. Thanks for being here, and I will see you again the next time. Happy crafting!